Okay, ladies and gentlemen, everybody should have their percussion book either at their school. Some schools already have the book for students, and some schools with students don't have the book at the school. You have to purchase the book. You can get it from the local music shop. It's $30. And this is the book that we use to teach students how to read music and how to play the instrument. So we're going to look particularly at page number 7. Now, if you haven't progressed enough in the book yet, page 6 is where it discusses the actual 3 notes we need to be able to play the songs on page 7. So it's a good idea to review page 6 on the right side, which is the mallets and the Glockenspiel. On the left side of every page is the same page number. It's a bit of a funny book. 6 mallets, 6 drums. So this is more for the snare drum work, okay? So there's the note review, and we can see our notes. We've got D, C, and B flat to play. I'll just demonstrate those notes for you in a second. But we need to be able to read them. So when we come to page number 7, and these songs are actually involving those 3 notes, we need to be able to see them on the page and identify them ourselves, just like we read words in books, and then say, okay, that's that note, I'm going to play that note, and that's that note, I'm going to play that note. Okay? So, I'm going to place my music on the stand that I've recently put together. That puts it in a beautiful spot. Now I can see it really well. So the B flat note, we actually have notes on our keys, so that helps a bit. It is a little bit hard to read, so you're going to have to get it in the right light. The B flat note, it's actually a couple of them. There's 3 of them on this instrument, and yours should have 3 as well. There's a really high one, there's one in the middle, and there's one down low. This particular B flat that's written in the music is actually this low one down here. So we're going to play that one. Now the other 2 notes we need to know are C and D, and they're actually near it. They're further up on the right side. On the silver keys it says C and D here. There's C and there's D. So I've got B flat, C and D. Ah, that's Frere Jacques, isn't it? Frere Jacques, yeah? Okay, so the song I'm going to look at today is number 12 in the book on page 7, Cardiff by the Sea. It's a Welsh folk song. There we go. And it starts off with the note with the flat symbol in the front. That's the symbol. It looks like this. It's kind of like a love heart cut in half with a line down. So line down with half of a love heart. And that's a flat sign. And that means that you're not playing these silver keys. You're going to play one of these black keys on the top. So this is the B flat note that we need to play. So that's the first note, and it says to play it again. And then it says to play the C note, because it moves from the B flat position up to the next line. It's a ledger line below the stave. So that's the next measuring point, so that's why I'm moving up to the next letter. B flat, C. So that first bar is. Cool. Now did you notice how the first 2 notes have the filled in head, which is a crotchet, and then the next note after that, the third note, has a hollow head, and that is our minim. And that minim goes for 2 beats, so you have to let the C ring longer. So if the beat is counted like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how the C rang for 2 notes there, let it ring out. So it has a percussive start to the note, but it rings. It's like a singer. It's beautiful. All right. Now the next bar has the D note, and so the D note is just next to that. And that goes for 2 beats as well, and then it says to rest. Usually in Glockenspiel playing, people don't bother learning to rest until they get really advanced. I like teaching the concept of resting. I think it's actually important, because when we say something in music, it's like talking. And if I don't have any spaces in the words that I'm saying, then you won't really understand what I'm saying, and things get mashed together and you can't really remember it. Also, it doesn't seem very important what I'm saying, because I keep on talking and talking and talking. Do you get the idea? So, what we say in music has to be like a sentence, and it has to have meaning. Therefore, it has to be punctuated by a gap and breath. So the rests are actually important. I like teaching it. Doesn't mean you have to do them all the time, especially when it gets really hard, and it might be like little gaps. Don't rest there. But when there's long gaps, I think we can practice that resting. Okay, so the first 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bess, C, D, 2, 3, 4. I touch the key to rest it. I was a bit naughty there. I switched my stick over to the other hand. I'm used to doing it in various ways. You can just bring your stick up like this and stop it with your finger. Great. All right, let's have a look at the next part. Then it says a note on the ledger line. What note was on that line again? C. Very good. It was C. So I'm going to play C again. And then it goes down. So it must be down to the letter we played at the start. Going down the alphabet, B flat. So C, 2, B flat, 4. Each of those is worth 2 beats. And then the next bar, bar 4, is the C note again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it rings out for the 2 beats. Let's see if we can play from the start to the end of the first, end of the 4th bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, bass, C, D, 2, rest, 4. C, 2, bass, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at the next bars. B flat, C, D in minims. That's the same as the first 2 bars. I already know how to play this. Sounds nice, doesn't it? It's a really pretty tune. And then the last 2 bars. What's the first note in the second last bar? Can you see that on that ledger line? That's a C. What's the next one? It goes up, so it must be the D. The D's closer to the stave, so that head of the note's moved up. Very cool. And then we go to the flat symbol note, which we know as B flat. B flat, B flat, B flat. Let's play the last 2 bars. So we'll go from the second last bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, D, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're finished. It's a nice ending, isn't it? Let's see if we can play from bar 5. So that's where the melody repeats itself. So it starts on B flat, bar 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, bass, C, D, 2, rest, 4. C, 2, D, 4. Bass, bass, bass. That's a nice song. Let's go from the start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, bass, C, 2, D, 2, rest, 4. C, 2, bass, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, rest, 4. C, 2, D, 4. Bass, bass, bass. That's a cool song. I really like that song actually. It's really simple and easy, but it actually sounds cool. Now, if you think I'm going a bit fast for you, that's totally understandable. I am playing a little fast for a student, I think. But I think what you can do is you can go to the tab at the bottom of the video and you can slow the video down, maybe to 75%. Half would sound a bit too funny. So go to 75% and play through it again. Okay? Good luck everybody. It's a great song.